Live with balanced news you can count on. This is News 4 at 4.
And if you plan to be out gardening this weekend, and it's going to be perfect for that, don't forget the sunscreen, hat, plenty of water. It's time to get those plants in the ground if you want those beautiful flowers.
And along with those beautiful flowers, you can really put some pizzazz in your garden with art. Our 5-minute gardener, Debbie Mounts from Harlow Garden, shows us some beautiful ideas.
It's important for all of us to have beautiful gardens, and one of the most important things in my mind, certainly the plants are lovely, but artwork in the garden is what makes your garden your own. It makes it special, it makes it beautiful. And I'm going to start at one of the biggest pieces that we have here in the nursery of artwork. This is a garden bell, and this is created by a local artist, and this is a wonderful signature piece in your garden. A great way to get going. Well, talking about large garden artwork, here is it. I think the saguaro is like 14 feet tall, and it's actually metal, as you can hear. It's made by an artist in Kansas. They're lovely. They don't take any water, and they never die. And of course, he has his friend, his little pet mountain lion down here. Very appropriate for our Tucson deserts, native to the Southwest. Continuing our celebration of the culture of the Southwest, this is a local artist who does pieces that you can hang on your wall outside in full sun. They're tile pieces. They won't fade in the sun. They will last, for many years. They're beautiful. And they celebrate our native cultures, our Mexican culture, our Southwestern culture with St. Francis and the Day of the Dead and all of this beautiful color. Well, now we're talking about a little bit of a different kind of an artwork in your garden. This is more of a functional artwork. This is beautiful on the seat, made by a local artist. But not only is it beautiful to look at and make your garden special, but you can actually use it to sit on it. If you cannot see a big piece of artwork in your garden, then don't forget the little touches, like this little guy right here. I love these things. They're so great. They're tough. They'll last outside in the garden, and they're delightful. The other things you might want to think about are some of the more traditional things, like the rooster, a concrete rooster or critter of some kind. And then we also have some more of the local artist's work. A rock at your front door with bright color welcoming your guests, or maybe a heart in your garden reminding you of someone that you love.
All right, Debbie joins us now, and she's brought along some friends with her.
I did. I brought my own personal rock mariachis,
It is a rock band, isn't
it? It is a rock band, indeed. It is.
So cute.
Well, what I love about some of the artwork that you can get, now these are made in Mexico. These are a Mexican artisan. But I like some of the whimsical, playful things in your garden. I mean, it just makes it more delightful. At the nursery, we have these other little ants, not playing any instruments, that are also rock ants that we line up along the sidewalk. And people just giggle every time they come by, and that's what you want in your garden. You want something that makes people giggle.
Yeah, I guess you have to find that fine line. You have to find of having too many lawn ornaments.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? You can kind of overdo it.
Yes,
what do you tell people?
We do get people. We don't say that's really tacky. We try not to do that. We do get people that come in asking for pink flamingos, or, the traditional type thing, or the gardening lady bent over and her bottom showing, all of that stuff.
Lovely. But
and
we do have
some
pink
pink
flamingos. They're made out of
flamingos.
a tin of kind.
Those are actually Mexican, again from this same line of stuff. They're pink flamingos. John and I were looking at them earlier. And we just let people decide what appeals to them, and they will let us know,
Yeah.
But we try not to get too tacky.
Right. Well, the good thing about this is, me, I kill plants, I can't grow them, but I like to have color in my yard. And that artwork that we were looking at earlier today and that we just saw really can spice up the backyard. And it's going to be around for a long time. You don't have to water it, you don't have to care for it.
Right, exactly. And it just really makes your garden distinctive and different from everybody else's.
And where do you find all these wonderful artists?
Sometimes they come to us. Sometimes one of the other artists will give me a name of an artist. Sometimes I go to the other craft fairs, not craft fairs, but the art shows and things. They're around town in the fall and in the spring, and I'll find artists that way. But usually it's word of mouth. Usually people say, you know, they've got some cool pieces at Harlow Gardens.
I'm
and
here to tell you that that saguaro cactus, I've seen it in person. They look like the real thing.
They do.
Yeah,
they
they
do
do.
indeed. And you won't get any owls burrowing in them. No, holes in them.
Don't need to water them.
Don't need to water them, exactly.
In the desert, that's important.
And they grow very fast. You plant it that day, it's 14
grown.
feet. It's fully
Fully
grown
grown.
that day, exactly.
Just for our
Love it.
viewers, what's the range for a small piece of artwork like this up to your biggest stuff?
Oh, things can start at, $30 or so, and that 14-foot saguaro, I think, is $5,400, something like that. So that's the range. And it's a
$5,400. You deliver at $5,400?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
They come over
indeed.
and water it too. for you.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Once a
We will
year.
indeed. We'll come over and visit it for $5,400. Yes.
And I suspect that that saguaro with time will sort of get kind of burnished and
Yes.
stuff with the sun,
Yes.
so it'll really look
Yes,
gorgeous.
it'll get more rusted and
Yeah.
it'll look even more beautiful.
Yeah.
It just gets better.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to walk out there and see
Well,
beautiful
yeah,
flowers
and if you haven't
art.
been out there, you do want to go and check it out because it's like going to a really fun swap meet, except it's not, you can see plants,
the
you can
stuff is
see
nice.
stuff. It's new stuff, and it's beautiful
We're
stuff.
not selling it out of the back of the station wagon.
Thank you, Debbie, and thanks for bringing your rock group with you.
Okay, thank
They're
you.
precious.
That is great.